Guys, what's going on? Hello and welcome to Cereal at Midnight. My name is Heath, and in this episode, we are talking about the latest new releases from Imprint Films out of Australia. We've got numbers 102 through 108. That's right, 108 Imprint Films titles. We have covered every single one of those in previous videos, including the Imprint television releases. There's a dedicated Imprints and ViaVision playlist here at Cereal at Midnight. I'll link to that in the description of this video so you can see all our reviews, all our coverage of Imprint. But you saw the thumbnail too, right? We got Drop Dead Fred from ViaVision, which is the company that puts out Imprint. We also got other things as well, more ViaVision releases. We got a lot of ground to cover here, so let me just go ahead and kick it off. I want to thank Imprint and ViaVision for sending this stuff so that I could share it with you. Reviews will show up at CerealAtMidnite.com, and I will also say that everything we're about to talk about here was tested on my Region A locked player with no issues whatsoever. There you have it, right here at the top. You have the answer to that question. Let's kick things off with the Jerry Lewis at Columbia collection. Now, this is two films from his time at Columbia. We've got a flap here. Here's the. I'll give you, if you want to freeze frame that, so you can see exactly what we've got here. But let's pop that off. There. It's serious Jerry. It's Jerry himself, and then it's the wacky creation. All right, let's pop the top off of this. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so I'm trying to move efficiently. I want you to have as much information as possible. The big mouth. Here, I'll show you the front cover art, the back cover art, and remember, reviews will turn up. This is not a review. This is me showing you something. Reviews will show up at CerealAtMidnite.com. There's under the artwork. And this contains audio commentary by author, film historian, and curator Justin Humphreys from 2022. Brand new commentary. The Super 8 version of this movie, the 20-minute Super 8 version, which is, before, in the early days in the 60s and 70s, home media was not a VHS tape or a DVD or a Laserdisc or a Blu-ray. It was a Super 8 reel of film, and you would project that onto your wall or a curtain. I hear from so many people that love those extras being included. What about you? What do you think? Do you like those Super 8 inclusions? I think they're cool, especially for historical preservation, for the documentation of that. TV spots, theatrical trailer, textless opening and closing titles, and then the isolated music, effects and audio track, and a photo gallery. Pop that back into place. And then we move on to hook, line, and sinker. Jerry Lewis, Peter Lawford, and Francis. We got Honey West in the house, you guys. Hook, line, and sinker. There's the front cover art. There's the back. Let me show you the inside. One of the best presentations in the biz, Imprint. I love it. Audio commentary by film historian Peter Tonguette from 2022. The full episode of The Dick Cavett Show with Jerry Lewis, recorded in 1972. Someone once told me that I was like the Dick Cavett of YouTube, and I think it was a compliment, but I was like, I don't really see that. But I wonder why, Jerry Lewis, you're in these movies. I don't know. I don't really do a Dick Cavett, but I thought that was an interesting thing to tell somebody. The theatrical trailer, textless opening and closing titles, isolated music and effects, audio tracks, and a photo gallery. Let me pop this flap in here as well for safekeeping. All right, let's put that right there. And we move on to the Odd Couple collection, which is just the coolest. So, we have another, and here's another flap. That might be too small for you to see, but maybe. I export these in 4K, so hopefully. Nice. Very nice. There's the front. There's the back. There's the top. And there's the bottom. Oh, there's stuff on the bottom too. Nice. Nice imprint. I was not expecting that. Of course, we start things off here with the classic, the original 1968, The Odd Couple. The Neil Simon. It was a play, then it was a movie, then it was a TV series, then it was a sequel, and we'll get into all of that in here right now. So this here, front cover art, back cover art. Fair use, YouTube. We're talking about The Odd Couple here. Just trying to draw connections between that theme song and the the product. Let's see. We got an audio commentary. We got two commentaries. Audio commentary by Charlie Mathau and Chris Lemon. That's very cool. So that's like the next generation. Audio commentary by film historians Nathaniel Thompson and Howard S. Berger from 2021. In the Beginning featurette, Mathau and Lemon and Mathau featurette. Memories from the Set featurette, Inside the Odd Couple featurette, The Odd Couple, a classic featurette, isolated audio track featuring Neil Hefti's score, so you get all that, what I was just doing with my mouth. You can hear it as it was intended to be heard. The theatrical trailer, and then the film and production photo galleries. So that's just The Odd Couple. And then, okay, so what direction? Let me go with the movies first. No. Hold on. I'll do them in the order that they're... Oh, this isn't even numbered. Okay, so this is not technically numbered. So I'll do this. I'm going to do it right now. So then, chronologically, the Odd Couple television series came into being. And what year was it? 1970 to 1975. So this is 10 episodes from the Odd Couple television series. The Odd Couple's never been on Blu-ray. This is a Blu-ray debut. As far as I know, there may be some, I have the DVD complete series. I don't think it's ever been on Blu-ray anywhere. But we've got 10 episodes from the original series, spanning the entire thing, with bonus features. So here's, Jack Klugman and Tony Randall, Oscar and Felix, and then the interior. Pop that disc off so you can get a good look. Check out these bonus features. So we've got an audio commentary by the series exec producer Gary Marshall on They Use Horseradish, Don't They? Which is a great title. They shoot horses, don't they? They use horseradish, don't they? 2 original series promos, gag reel with audio introduction by producer Gary Marshall, opening titles without narration, because the narration is like, Oscar was kicked out of his apartment, blah. That's not a quote. I don't remember exactly how it starts. But opening titles without narration. We did that. Isolated music and effects audio track on every episode. That's huge, you guys. And then the series photo gallery. Then, in 1998, so like 30 years later, The Odd Couple 2, which is hilarious to me. Who is the studio behind this? I'm trying to... Paramount. Okay, so Paramount greenlights... It's like the old man. It's like, grumpy old men and then grumpier old men. It's like everything old is new again. So sequel, 30 years later, they have to, it's the magic is captured all over again. There's the front cover. There's the back cover. There's the disc. And then there's Mathau and Lemon. There's Walter Mathau. High definition transfer, audio commentary by film historian Scott Harrison from 2022. 2 grumpy men directing The Odd Couple 2. That's an interview with the director shot in 2021. Promotional interviews with Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau, Gene Smart, writer Neil Simon, and director Howard Deutsch. Jack Lemmon, America's Everyman. That's a 1996 documentary. And then Walter Matthau, Diamond in the Rough. That's a 1997 documentary. And then the theatrical trailer and the photo gallery. So this package is loaded for bear. All right, moving on to another classic, The Return of the Pink Panther. Peter Sellers returns the iconic Pink Panther character in the Blake Edwards movie. Here's the front slipcase. Now these, here, I'll do the front slipcase. I'll do the back of the slipcase. I'll do the front, because these are limited editions, and once these sell out, if there ever is a future pressing, it's not going to have the slipcase. So there's that, and there's that, and there's that, and then there we go. Great stuff. Let's see what's included here. We've got audio commentary by Jason Simos of the Peter Sellers Appreciation Society. The Return of Laughter is a vintage featurette. Isolated music and effects audio track featuring the score by Henry Mancini, TV spots and theatrical trailers. That score, the Pink Panther score, one of the most iconic pieces of music. Henry Mancini's a genius. And then that music, that, it's so jazzy, so chill, but then it gets big. Those animated Pink Panther intros, it's just the best. All right, moving on to the next. I'm so excited about this one. I'm more excited about this one than I probably should be. But I grew up with the Bad News Bears. And so this is the sequel to the Bad News Bears. The first one had Walter Matthau in it. This one does not have Matthau, but it does have William Devane, who kind of takes over the what is that role? The grizzled, faulty mentor role? I don't know. Okay, so here's the front cover art. Here's the back cover art, and then there's the interior. Hey, check out that sweet van. You know it's gonna be a great movie when you got a sweet van. I miss van culture. I miss it. Vansploitation. All right, so this. Oh, I gotta do the inside. Sorry. There's the disc. Speaking of sweet van. Oh yeah. All right, what do we have here? We've got audio commentary by director Michael Pressman, moderated by Gillian Wallace Horvat from 2022, and another commentary by film historian Scott Harrison, also from 2022, and the theatrical trailer. We are now one Bad News Bears movie away from completing the trilogy. There's the Billy Bob movie, you know. I don't hold that in near. I saw that like opening day, I guess. I saw that in the theaters, the Billy Bob version, Billy Bob Thornton. I was like, why did this get remade? The originals are so pure and so classic. It has a place, I suppose. And then the last imprint title we're going to talk about, but we have more to talk about after that. We have the Out of Towners, more Jack Lemmon, Sandy Dennis, and Neil Simon. So more Jack. Hey, you see the themes that are running through this entire wave here: Neil Simon, Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau, music by Quincy Jones. So good. All right, front of the box, back of the box. Most of these are upgrades for me. You know, it's an upgrade from a Bad News Bears DVD set. I have the Out of Towners on DVD. I think I've got the Odd Couple movies. I know I've got the Odd Couple TV series on DVD. A lot of this stuff is an upgrade for me, so I'm excited. I'm grateful for that. What do you say? I'm not reviewing these, but the Out of Towners, I'm going to say maybe a precursor to your Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Just like terrible, like what could go wrong on this trip? This, and then you have a movie. So let's see, we got an audio commentary by Lee Gambin from 2022 and the theatrical trailer. So all right, let's talk about the ViaVision stuff, because that's good stuff. So Drop Dead Fred, the cult classic. So many people, this is a movie that it has really become a cult classic. It really has. And I know there's a few people that seem to be releasing this. This is the Australian. Obviously, this is the ViaVision Australian version, but it does play perfectly fine in the region, my Region A-Lock player. So, buy that with confidence. I want you to know that. You can make up your own. My goal and my job is to arm you with as much information as possible so you can make an informed decision. So you don't make decisions based out of fear or lack of information, right? And I take that I take it very seriously. Very seriously. Okay, this has a ton of special features, and I tested them all on my Region A player. All these features played fine. Sometimes the movie will play, and sometimes if a special features in PAL or something like that, they don't. These all played fine. So we got audio commentary by the director Eddie De Jong. I think that's correct. Featurette, a conversation with the director and the producer Paul Webster. A featurette with the co-writers and executive producers. A featurette with the actress Marsha Mason, and then a featurette Drop Dead. Hold on, I lost myself there. An interview with the director of photography, Peter Dimming. Let's say that. And there's also deleted scenes and an alternate ending, and those played perfectly fine. They're in standard definition, but they played fine. So you've got a ton of Drop Dead Fred in your future if you are looking for this disc. So it's great. More options, it's always a good thing. Next on, let's move on to Jack the Ripper, the miniseries. Now, I did not even know this existed until this was announced. Maybe because it never played in my part of the world, never played in America. I don't know, maybe it did. But it's Michael Caine. My impersonation of Michael, I do the older Michael Caine. So, it's Michael Caine and the story of Jack the Ripper. And he starred alongside Jane Seymour. You would know her from Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, and also from the Bond movies that she was in. She was in a movie with Roger Moore. That's right, and it was a good Bond movie. It was. It's one of my favourites. She was just Solitaire. Is that the name of her character in that movie? All right, this is not about Bond. This is about Jack the Ripper, and it's a miniseries. It was a 2-night miniseries. Here's what I love about this. So, I'm gonna say this. You know the movie From Hell? The people remember that movie. It's Johnny Depp, and it was directed by, is it the Hughes brothers? I'm trying to remember their name. It was a group of, it was two brothers. It was a Rick and Morty reference. For people that, my brain, like, I can't always bring everybody with me, but in my mind, I was like, it's two brothers, and then my brain from Rick and Morty was like, two brothers. Come with me. And so it's, From Hell is like the Jack the Ripper story solved. It's like the real side of the story with the new evidence as it's been compiled. That was kind of drawing on a lot of the same research that this miniseries was drawing from. This came on in 1988. And it was, sort of a more sophisticated solving the mystery, who might he have been, sort of a thing. And so what I love about this is that, again, play perfectly fine in my player, but it's a 2-disc affair. Now, they didn't have to do that. This is 3 hours and 8 minutes, and they could totally have put that on one DVD and just kind of compressed it onto it. They didn't do that. They gave it the 2 discs. So you've got 1 disc for each one of the 2 segments. I think that's great. There's no special features here. There's none listed. I don't remember seeing any when I popped the disc in my player, but it's awesome that stuff like this is finding a home, a new life on the DVD, on the home media. I think it's great because sometimes this stuff disappears, and then it becomes virtually impossible to find. All right, we're gonna close it out with one of the coolest things. I'm so excited about this. From the mind of Jerry and Sylvia Anderson, Joe 90, the complete series. Were you expecting this video to end with Super Marionation? I don't think so. I don't think you were. But here's one of the things that I know. From my Space 1999 coverage, which, by the way, full review dedicated to the Imprint TV version, the Imprint TV box set of Space 1999. The Jerry Anderson fandom is real. You guys are out there, you're watching these videos, and now we have Joe 90 on DVD. It's the complete series. It's all 30 episodes. Looks great. Loaded with special features. The premise of this show, again, reviews will show up down the line. This is not a review video. This is a hey here, this is out video. This inventor guy has invented this thing that can like transfer knowledge and consciousness and experience from like one person to another, and it ends up going into this kid, which is a puppet, but it's a kid. It's a puppet version of a kid. But it's supposed to be a kid because it's all marionettes. Jerry Anderson cut his teeth. He made his name on these, Thunderbirds and all this stuff. But it's Super Marionation. Is that what it is? I'm going to double check myself here. It is Super Marionation. I was like, what if I'm wrong and I'm calling it the wrong thing? That's what it is. And then so he becomes like a kid's super spy. It's 60s. What year is this? 1968 to 1969. So the height of like the Cold War spy thing. It's so cool. So I've never seen all of these. I know about it. I've seen clips. I follow the Jerry Anderson YouTube channel because they'll show clips and like behind the scenes stuff, things like that. But I have never seen this whole series. So I'm so excited about this. Here's the back of the package. And check out some of these extras, man. They got character biographies, information files, warning sequence footage, Joe's glasses, the unorthodox shepherd location recce. I don't know what that means. Original artwork, A-14 tank, World Air Force bomber, the vehicles, artwork for the vehicles, merchandise gallery, original end titles, sequence gallery, production and behind the scenes gallery, and the I Love the 90s trailers. So it's the full, I'm going to make sure I think it's 30 episodes. I'm trying to make sure here. Yeah. All 30 episodes of the Super Marionation Classic. Let me show you what the discs look like. They're all uniform, which I'm cool with. I like that. So there you have it. What a lot of ground we've covered in these 20 minutes or so. This is the latest stack of goodies from Imprint and from ViaVision. Same company, different labels. And I am so grateful that I'm able to cover this for the Australian market, but also a lot of people in the US, a lot of people in the UK love to buy these as well. These are hits with everybody, as far as I know. So what do you think? What are you most excited about? Let's talk about the movies. I always love to talk about the additions of the movies, but first and foremost, I want to talk about the movies, right? The movies are what matter the most to me. The movies and the TV shows. Have you seen the Michael Caine Jack the Ripper show? Have you, Master Bruce? I have a dream where I'm at a bistro in Italy, and I look up. I'm eating a pizza pie, and I look up, and there's a little marionette puppet called Joe, and I want that little Joe to be happy, Master Bruce. All right, guys, thank you so much. Take care. Until next time, here's where to go and what to do.